build our slides in Google Slides. We've gotten our story map together and we have an idea about where we want to go. Now we need to start creating slides that are going to make our reader want to go about reading and continuing in our adventure. So here I've opened up a blank Google slide. Here you can tell it's blank because it's got the title here. There's nothing here. And up on the top left, it says Untitled Presentation. So here I have mine day at go a little bit of a different route than some people have. And then here in my subtitle, I'm going to go choose your own adventure slideshow by Mr. Hanson. And I might even come in here and add this part and just hit enter there to make it larger or make it like that and go down below. I'm not going to worry about my themes at the moment. We'll worry about those later. So I'm going to close that for now. Also important is once I've got my title and my subtitle, up in the top left it says Untitled Presentation right up here. I want to make sure that I click on that. It will, once I've titled it on the bottom, it'll take the same title that I've written over here. So I'm going to hit enter because I want to have a title for my presentation. Now, once I have that, I can hit plus over here underneath the yellow icon on the left. So I can hit plus, and that's going to open a brand new slide. This is going to be my intro slide. So on your story map, this is your starting point plus your 2 links, 2 ideas for choices. So here I'm going to put you arrive at the beach. Now, I don't want to start them off with my problem. I want to just have this be the beginning point, my jump off. So here underneath that, I'm going to say you were day was going to be a scorcher, super hot. So your family decided it would be a great idea to head down to the beach. So you gathered all your beach toys, a giant beach blanket, and some food to tide you over for the day. Then you got in the car and drove short distance to the beach. The sand, hot, um, uh, but you knew you would soon be able to dip your feet into the cold water of the ocean. We'll say it's an ocean in this case, so it gives them an idea that they're by the shore somewhere on the coast. Your family sets out blankets and you see some friends, or maybe don't see some friends, and you see some friends, maybe you do, some friends from school. Do you go say hello to your friends? Shift enter will help you in this case because it'll keep the 2 lines together. So hit shift and enter, it'll keep it right below it. If I hit enter, it looks like this. Enter goes too far down for me. Like shift enter. Or do you go go straight to the ocean to jump in? Now I've got my 2 choices here, which then also tell me exactly what I need to do on my next slide. So I need to slide another slide that's going to be called say hello to your friends. Another one says go jump in the ocean. So again, over here on the left, I'm going to hit plus. I'm going to go over here and say hello to your friends. And then I'm going to not worry about typing on it just yet. I'm going to go here and add plus again. And then my plus for this one is go jump in the ocean. It's going to be helpful for us later when we go about adding links to our particular to our slides. Again, don't worry about the linking at the moment. That's not too worrisome at the moment. We'll worry about that either tomorrow or on Thursday. As you are going here, you can see Yeah, I've got quite a bit of text on this one slide. So here, when I get to say hello to my friends, I want to make sure it's more than just a sentence here. So I might say something like, "You walk over and start chatting with some buddies from school." Again, I'm keeping it neutral because I want both boys and girls to be able to read this. If you want to add a gender or names to it, that's totally fine. So you walk over and start talking to your buddies from school. They mention how they were going to take a walk or take a stroll into the woods that are just behind the beach. Um, you glance over at the woods, uh, seeing that very few people are there. You also know your parents like to know where you are. But here again, I've got a couple of sentences there. They help my reader know a little bit about the feeling of somebody else because in this case, it's going to make it as one of my adventure pieces. Are you going to maybe kind of go out on a limb, or are you somebody who's maybe going to then go, nah, I'm going to go back and maybe jump in the ocean, something like that. So they ask if you want to come along. Do you say yes and go along with them, or do you um, say no and uh, jump in the ocean? In this case, if I say that I jump in the ocean, I'll be able to reuse that jump in the ocean slide that I had earlier. Allows me to kind of do some double duty with that. So as you're going, again, work on your slides as you're working on the description to make sure that somebody can really picture what's happening in the action and what's happening in the description that you have today.